Good morning, everybody, and welcome back here to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. My name is Nicole Farner, and I'm one of the truck sales professionals here at our Frederick location. Today, we're going to be looking at this beautiful gray M2 106 Summit Hauler conversion. This is a great truck, so let's just jump right in. Looking right here, you're going to see we have a beautiful C9 signature Summit Hauler grill. This is going to make for great durability and great airflow. Take a look right down here. You're going to see we have our three-piece separate bumper. A great feature that Freightliner adds for these trucks is the capability to remove each piece of these bumpers separately. Just in case someone bumps you or you bump into something, they can be replaced, and that's going to go ahead and minimize that downtime and those expensive costs where now you're only replacing one piece rather than the entire thing. Take a look right down here. You're going to see we have two very secure hooks. This is going to make for great towing in case that is needed. Those are secure points and they're going to work great for you. Alrighty, and then taking a look right here with this hood, you're going to see we have a very strong condensed fiberglass hood. Say you're going ahead and driving through Texas and you get stuck in a hailstorm, these hoods are going to be very durable and less likely to dent. Alrighty, let's go ahead and take a look under the hood. And if I can pull this up with one hand, anybody can do it. First thing you're gonna notice when you look under the hood is you're gonna see we have the Cummins L9 engine. This is gonna give out 360 horsepower and 1,150 pounds of torque. The Cummins engine is a very durable engine. It's gonna be great on those long and heavy trips. This is gonna be paired with the Allison 3200 TRV 6-speed automatic transmission. The Allison transmission is a great transmission for those long days on the road. It's going to give you that smooth hauling capability, and it's going to pair very nicely with that Cummins engine. One thing you're going to notice lifting this guy up is going to be easy to maintenance. If you need to add some, power steering fluid, you need to maintenance the engine, this is going to pop up easily, and you're going to have access to everything you're going to need access to up here. Right here you can see we have our fuel filter water separator, power steering fluid. We have our fuse panel right there, and we have some filters right on the other side. So like I said, everything is very accessible. Taking a look right down here, you're going to see we have our hookup for our jumpers. So you can easily just hook up right there, get a quick jump to get you back up in the morning. So those are going to be easy to access as well. Alrighty, and then to put this guy back down, it's just going to be a light push. You don't have to be strong to do it, I promise. And then that's gonna sit securely. You're gonna have two secure connection points right here where you can just snap it back in and you are good to go. Taking a look right here, you're gonna see that we have the 255-80R 22.5 XRV Michelin tires. These are gonna be extremely great tires for these trucks. That's gonna be paired with the wheel bearings we have. Freightliner or Transwest adds to our Freightliners additional ball bearings in there. That's going to go ahead and balance your tires better so you're not slipping as much on the road. As well, it's going to give you even wear on those tires so you're not wearing them out unevenly. Alrighty, taking a look right here, you're going to see we have our breakaway mirrors. Another great feature I'd like to add about these mirrors is they are going to eliminate a lot of those blind spots you're going to see on the road. It's going to be a lot safer for not only you and your truck, but for everybody around you. If you have a great vision of distance and your blind spots, you're going to be safer on the road. Another great feature is they do break away. So if someone were to, bump into you or you need to fold those back for parking, they can fold back or forward without breaking those off. So that's a great feature to know about the mirrors. Taking a look right down here, you're going to see we have our engine block heater. These are going to be great for the cold mornings. I know we have a lot of cold mornings in Colorado, so that's great for here. If you leave that guy plugged in overnight, it is going to keep your fuel tanks from gelling up. It's going to keep your engine warm. And so when you are ready to go in the morning, this truck's going to start right up for you. So that's a good thing to keep in mind, especially on those cold mornings. Right on here, you're going to see we have our 3-strip no slip grips for getting in the truck. I know it's kind of a big step up there. These trucks can be really big. So these grips are going to give you the safe capability of getting in those trucks with, just feeling confident, so you don't have to worry about slipping off. Okay, taking a look right here, this is going to be one of two fuel tanks we have on this truck. This is going to be our first 50-gallon fuel tank. There are two 50-gallon fuel tanks on this Freightliner. And then right here is going to be our 6-gallon def tank. This is going to give you 300 to 350 miles per gallon on that, so you don't have to worry about filling up as much. That's going to get you a pretty long distance on the road. Nice thing about these, you can easily close them, shut them, and then they have the locking capability. Okay, taking a look at the interior of the truck, you're gonna see we have a nice jet black interior. All of that's gonna be combined with the very comfortable Freightliner air ride seats that we have. Freightliner has very comfortable seats. They are air ride, so they're gonna be more shock absorbing, especially on those bumpy roads, and it's gonna be more comforting for you. Right here is going to be our air switch, so you can raise or drop that to where you would like it. We have our lumbar support, our heated seat, and our tilt. Like I said, completely built for comfort based on how you want it. If you take a look right over here, you're gonna see that we have a kill switch. That is going to be the switch that you can turn off to kill all accessories in the truck. So if you leave a light on or something gets left on without you knowing, you can just flip that switch and you can be assured that nothing's gonna be draining your battery without you knowing. All right, let's go ahead and move to the back seat here. Again, with the beautiful jet black interior, you're gonna see that there is a lot of room back there in those back seats. A lot of foot room for those passengers who are sitting back there, and there's quite a bit of storage right under those seats as well, where you can put an additional duffel bag. I know we have some stuff down here right now, but like I said, it can fit a duffel bag, some other smaller bags you can just stow right under the seat so they're not on your passenger's feet. Another great feature is the pull-down bed. That'll just pull down right into a bed. So those are also DOT certified. So if you want to, take a nap on the side of the road or you need to stop, that is DOT certified as well, and easy fold down. Right behind here, you're going to see we have 4 bolts. This is going to be the panel that pops off, and right behind here is going to be your batteries. A great thing to know for these trucks is with our jumpers being right there, the only reason you would need to get in this panel to access the batteries is either if you're maintaining them, replacing them, or you need to physically do something with those batteries. Other than that, you can just use the jumpers that are easy access right up front. Awesome. Taking a look down here, this is going to be our trickle charger. So this is a nice feature that these trucks add. Some people don't use these trucks every day. They're more so for long trips, rodeos, hauling cattle, hot shot, whatever you may use it for. If you leave that plugged in if you're not using it for a few weeks or a month, or even a night if you prefer, you can leave the trickle charger plugged in. It's just gonna trickle power into that truck, into the batteries, making sure that they're not dying on you and you're not having issues, so it prevents you from having to jump the truck. This is a great thing. It can also charge a small 12-volt device, so that's great to keep in mind as well. Moving up here, you're gonna see we have our first storage compartment. And yes, they are very large. This one specifically is our larger storage compartment. You can see we have the durable diamond plate. This is gonna make for less scratching on it. As you can see, we have an air hose in this one. And then if you take a look right down there, you're gonna notice that Transwest adds a air truck hose right there. So if you wanna pump up your tire, you wanna pump up your buddy's tire, you wanna pump up your tube if you're going to the lake, that's gonna be easy for you to do. With this hose, you can just connect that up and you are all set. This is a great storage compartment. I always like to tell clients it's great for storing extra def, if you have any additional tools. The nice thing about the diamond plate is it's gonna be less for sliding, so it's gonna stay in one place, so you're not gonna have stuff flying all over the place. So that's a good thing to keep in mind as well. Alrighty, moving up here, you're gonna see we have our smaller storage compartment. This is gonna be perfect for your chains and straps, just the things that you're gonna wanna grab quick and easy, so those can all sit in there nicely. One thing about all of our storage compartments is they have the weatherproof seals. So if it's raining, snowing, you can rest assured that there's not gonna be water or any freezing going on inside of there. These are very safe compartments for your tools and all that stuff. So this is gonna be our smaller storage compartment. Alrighty, taking a look at the bed of the truck, you're gonna see again, we have the very durable diamond plate. It's gonna be weather resistant, rust resistant, so it's great to have this durability on there. Right here, you're gonna see we have 2 pre-drilled holes. That's gonna be for adding either a storage box, if you wanna do a toolbox, an extra tire, whatever you wanna put there, we can also do that for you. So if you're interested in a storage box, if you let us know when you're purchasing the truck, we will go ahead and get that guy placed on there for you so that you don't have the hassle of doing it yourself. Taking a look right above the headache bar, you're gonna see we have our 1 of 4 optional Voyager camera system. That's gonna be a great camera, especially if you are backing up to your, fifth wheel, your gooseneck. It's gonna give you some extra vision that maybe those mirrors don't give you. So I'll discuss a little bit more about that when we jump into the back of the truck, but that is going to be our Voyager system camera. Taking a look right here, you're gonna see this truck specifically is equipped with the gooseneck ball. So that's already on there for you. We have steel plates under there. I get a lot of questions on, okay, if the diamond plate aluminum is going to be lightweight, how do you balance that weight out? Well, we actually have steel plates underneath this. That's gonna balance the weight. It's gonna make it smoother, not only for your hauling, but for just driving the truck itself. It's gonna balance that weight evenly, so you're gonna have those smooth hauling and truck drives. Taking a look right over here, you're gonna see we have the hookup for our gooseneck fifth wheel. And then right here is going to be the hookup for the bumper pull. This is going to be our second camera to Voyager hookup. We can hook up the Voyager wirelessly or wired. One thing I like to add, especially for my clients with livestock or horses, you can take one of these cameras, line it all the way up to your trailer so that you can have view and vision of your animals at all time while you're on the road just by the controlling of a button. So like I said, I'll talk a little bit more about that, but that's gonna be our second camera hookup for that. Taking a look on the side right here, you're gonna see we have tie downs. These are going to hold 1,000 pounds and they are for tying anything down that you may need to on the back of these trucks. Alrighty, moving to the other side here, you're gonna see we have another smaller storage compartment as well as another larger storage compartment. Right down here, you're going to see this is going to be our second 50-gallon fuel tank. One thing I would like to add, there are 2 separate 50-gallon fuel tanks. You only have to fill one because they are self-leveling. However, if you do want that 100% fill, you want your tank to stay completely full, you will have to fill on both sides. But if you just want to fill on one, they will balance out. So that's a good thing to keep in mind. Again, easy shut and can be locked. All right, and then taking a look at the passenger side of our truck, you're gonna see these are gonna have the same comfortability as our driver's seat. You're gonna have the same controls and all that good stuff. So you can rest assured that your passengers are gonna be just as comfortable as you are going to be on the road. Right here is going to be access to some fuses and some filters. So that's why that's there. It's easily removed and you can have access to all of the panels on that as well. All right, and then taking a look at the back seat. If you go ahead and jump in there, you are going to notice that there is some charging components down at the bottom. You're gonna notice there's a lot of room down there. And looking to the front of the truck, you're gonna see that there is a big old windshield up here. This is gonna be 2,500 square inches of windshield, so it's gonna give you really good vision. Alrighty, we're gonna get this guy started up. So one thing I like to add is make sure that you give the truck 3 to 5 seconds to wake up. You can see it's beeping at me, everything's waking up and getting started for you. So once that's in accessories for a few seconds, we're gonna start right up. All right, and then going back to the windshield, like I said, 2,500 square inches of windshield. This is gonna be great for not only our day driving, but it's gonna give you great vision on our night drives as well. I know that you're kind of high up, so you can see from every angle, and with the mirrors, it's just gonna eliminate a lot of those blind spots. Taking a look right up there, you're gonna see our first storage compartment. That is gonna be a smaller one for, sunglasses, pens, all the smaller items that you may need that's going to be a great place to hide that stuff. Right here is going to be another storage compartment. This one's a little bit larger. It's going to be great for, you know, smaller papers and just things that you're going to need easy access to. So those are just for convenience. Taking a look right here, this is going to be the Voyager system camera setup that I was talking about. So as you can see right here, this is going to be the first camera. There's our gooseneck ball. So like I said, it's going to give you a great vision of what you're doing. Clicking on this would be our camera 2, our camera 3, camera 4, because like I said, you can have up to 4 cameras hooked up. And then the nice feature is it's going to give you those split screens. So we have camera 1 and 2, 1, 2, and 3, and then 1, 2, 3, and 4. So wherever you have cameras on this truck, you can literally see all 4 of them at once with keeping your hands on the wheel and safely just looking above. You can see all of that. So go back to camera 1, but that is our Voyager system, so it's a great feature Freightliner adds to these trucks. Right here is going to be our air horn, and then this little thing right there is going to be our secondary mic for our Bluetooth and hands-free. Alrighty, taking a look right down here. I know this truck looks a little bit different than some of the ones we've done in the past. These are going to be the controls for our display dash right here. It's just going to increase and decrease that brightness, so that's a good thing to know. Right over here is going to be our engine brake. So as you can see, it's off right now, but if you flip that, it's going to go ahead and turn on. And then these are going to be our engine brake switches, so it's going to be high and low. So just so you know, that's going to be our engine brake right over there. Right here is going to be our cruise control. So that's going to turn it on, and then that is going to be your switch for setting. Right here is going to be our marker. So if you do this, it's going to flash lights. This is our regen button right down here. We have our traction control, and then we have our window buttons right there. So these are going to be the front windows as well as the back. This button right here is going to be our heated mirrors. This one right here is going to be our suspension dump. This is going to be our optional switch, and then we have our light test. I always like to tell people, you want to make sure that you're safe on the road, so running that light test is going to be essential and critical. You might have a blinker out, and that's going to be critical on the road if, you know, people around you don't know that you're getting over. So that's a great button to utilize. Always have safety first. Right here, you're going to see this is going to be our gear shift. Looks a little bit different than having it where it usually is right here. So you can see we're in neutral right now, but we have our drive, reverse, and then there's an option to use this truck in manual. So you can click this button, it's going to go into mode, and then you can shift your gears by the plus and minus button. So that's super user friendly and quite easy to use. These 2 chargers right there are just charging points if you want to plug in your iPhone, a laptop, or not a laptop, like iPad, whatever you want to charge. Those are going to be those buttons there for you. These buttons right here are going to be for air for the back, so it's going to be your fan speed and then your heating and cooling just for the back seat. This right here is going to be the truck's parking brake, and this is going to be the trailer air supply. I know some trailers, it's going to be more so horse trailers and stuff like that, they have air brakes. So if you hook up your air supply, this is going to give you the ability to give air supply to that trailer back there. Right down here is going to be our Red Arc trailer brake. It's a great system that Freightliner has. We always recommend the Red Arc. It's great, and you can change the sensitivity based on the knob right here. This right here is going to be your hookups for the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So if you just plug in right here, it's going to connect to the Stinger system we have up there. Right here is going to be our subwoofer controls, and then all of these are going to be the air controls for the front of the truck. So those are pretty easy to know. It's going to be the same as a pickup truck. All right, taking a look up here, you're going to see we have a touchscreen system. This is a very great system. It's user friendly. Like I said, this is how you're going to connect your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. One question I get constantly is, yes, it does have navigation. So if you want to use this as your navigation system, that's going to be a way better option than just using your phone. I know it gets irritating trying to use, like, you know, Google Maps on your phone. You're trying to see where you're going, and it's not always safe. So that's a great navigation system for you. Like I said, super user friendly, and it is touchscreen, so that is a great feature to have. Alrighty, taking a look down here, you're gonna see we have some cup holders. We have 4 cup holders up here. They're easy to remove, so if you spill something in there, I know I've had that issue before, they easily come out and they can be cleaned. Right here you can see we have our additional storage compartment. It's gonna be great for papers, you know, things that you need that quick and easy access to. You can easily just grab that from in there and you're gonna be good to go. So storage is one thing that Freightliner has a lot of. So with everything, you can rest assured that there's gonna be a lot of storage. Okay, and then taking a look at the fun part, you're gonna see we have some cool lights up here. So we have our reading lights, which are these guys right here. We're gonna have our blue lights, as you can see off my finger. That's gonna be great for that night driving. It's just gonna give your eyes, it's just gonna adjust your eyes better to the bright lights. So that's a great thing to use at night. And then the fun one is going to be our mood lights. Reminds me of a limousine. I remember I went to prom in a limousine and that's the kind of same vibe that these trucks have. So that's just a fun addition that Freightliner added. It's just really cool. It looks really awesome at night. So that's just a fun little feature that they add on these trucks. Alrighty, I think that's all I have on this truck today. If you're interested in this one or any of the other trucks on our lot, you can give me a call at 303-901-1943 or shoot me an email at nicole.farner@transwest.com. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day and we'll see you next week.